set the record straight on whether Sean Diddy Combs tried to murk him. Now, if you guys don't know, when Jamie Foxx had that stroke, he did a few jokes at his comedy special, and he said Diddy did it, right? A lot of people said that Diddy might have slipped Jamie Foxx something. Jamie Foxx has set the record straight on whether or not Diddy tried to murk him. Now, listen this, right? Jamie set the record straight on the running conspiracy theory that Sean Diddy Combs was behind his 2023 medical emergency. He said, I snuck in my phone because I didn't know what the outside world was saying, and I couldn't get my mind around the fact that I had a stroke. I'm in effing perfect shape. Fox recalled on his time in the hospital during the Hollywood Reporter Roundtable published Thursday. Okay. He said, I saw things like Puffy tried to murk me. No, Puffy didn't try to murk me. Ring, make it, ring, girl, make it. Apartment 2B? 2B. She's deaf. I saw things like Puffy tried to murk me. No, Puffy didn't try to murk me. However, he did seem more upset about another rumor claiming he was cloned. Now, let me just say this, because y'all know I don't like to start any mess or run with any narratives that have not been verified for the sake of entertainment. But can I just say this? Did anybody...
Hold on. Before you say something or something, I have to articulate my words correctly and pronounce my words correctly so you all don't think I'm sipping on some syrup. We all have health problems and issues, but we're going to get down to it. This woman, Tisa tells, covering the Diddy case, the trial of life and death for this man, is thinking that it's okay to put herself out there as though she's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the prophecy of what his life is all about. Deep in his shoes that don't fit, not scared of anything, standing up for the women in the feminist movement, that she can put herself in Cassie's place and think that she can just spew and talk reckless about black men. This is her in her own fictitious world. Drama upon drama. Do you love her pretty face? Or do you want to hear spoken truth? Because she's selling it all. In all actuality, she's another Wendy Williams. That's fair use. Let's hear a little bit more.
They asked him, okay, let's pull back. Maybe Diddy didn't try to murk you, but did he give you anything? Did Diddy's associates give you? And listen, maybe there is nothing linking Jamie Foxx to Diddy, but at this point in the matter, we gotta ask questions. Not just for your safety, Mr. Fox, but for all of our safety. Now get this. He seemed more upset about another rumor claiming he was cloned. Again, were you partying with Diddy or not? I want to know. Is it any of my business? Absolutely not. Will you respond to this? Probably not. But can someone answer the question? Anyway, he said, when they said I was cloned, that made me flip. I'm sitting in a hospital bed like, these BAMFers are trying to clone me. The Django Unchained star previously touched on the conspiracy theory about Diddy following Diddy's 2024 arrest. He poked fun at the Bad Boy Records founder, who is currently on trial for sex trafficking and racketeering, as well as his own life-threatening health scare on this Netflix stand-up special, What Had Happened Was, which premiered in December. Did anybody see that special? I haven't been on...
I don't need to hear that part. Let's get to you talking shit.
Be quiet. Kevin Hart. Why Kevin Hart been so quiet? Kevin Hart was usually the first person singing Diddy's praises. Kevin Hart was Diddy's Diddy's plus one as far as he hosted like the last train to Paris, the Dawn thing, in the golden age of the freak-offs. Kevin Hart was always there. Kevin Hart sued Tasha K. He sued this, yeah. But where's Kevin Hart been? After his lawsuit against Tasha K got thrown out, or he dropped it, I don't remember which one it was, but he's not suing Tasha K anymore. I really honestly want to know, where is Kevin Hart? Why is he being so quiet? And let me just say this. I get the fact that Diddy got arrested and nobody wants. But if you were sitting there talking about, this is my brother, this is this, where's DJ Khaled? Where's Rick Ross? Where are all these people that were screaming out, this is my brother? The only person that's coming out to defend Diddy is Kanye West's crazy, bojangled self. Literally, Kanye West's crazy self is the only one that's come out, and that's probably because now he wants us to know everything him and Bianca was into. We don't even know you and Bianca was in some crazy, freaky mess. We see Bianca and her surgically altered booty, because without that, she'd be shaped like a capital P. We see Bianca out running around. Last time she was in Spain, literally, they were like throwing holy water on her. But again, Kevin Hart, all these people that were so good and so close to Diddy, where are they now? Even Stevie J's gone quiet. Wait, which makes me think, is Stevie J, of course he's testifying for Diddy because the judge put a gag order for everybody that would have had to testify. Stevie J's gone completely quiet. Young Miami's gone quiet, even though she is going on a spree liking all the kids' photos. The one chef that everybody thinks it is, she's been liking all the twins' photos. Now, I know maybe they're just supporting the twins, but I didn't even know Young Miami was that close to the twins when she was with Diddy. Gina out here making things and her delusional self. Maybe listen, we don't know exactly what's going on, but I have questions. Why is everybody being so quiet? Why indeed? Maybe they're trying to see how deep things actually go. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be live later. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Are we really listening to drama? Propaganda?
Can we roll back to that Diddy comment? You didn't say it for any free calls? Okay, fine. Nobody said your name, so fine. Jamie Foxx, when he was on his radio show, he always talked about, like, the freakiness. He said he wasn't with it. I didn't ask you, did Diddy, sorry guys, we didn't ask you, did Diddy murk you? At least I didn't. I said, did Diddy give you something? Did you get a bad stash? What actually happened? Also, who's been, be quiet. Kevin Hart. Why Kevin Hart been so quiet? Kevin Hart was usually the first person singing Diddy's praises. The emergency was due to a brain bleed that led to a stroke. The actor had originally attributed the hospitalization to a bad headache, okay? And again, I understand why he lied about this. He provides for his whole family. If he said he had a stroke, he might have lost funding for like other movies. I don't know. He lied. It was his hospital. Go ahead and lie about your own health. We need to normalize lying to people that are being nosy about things that shouldn't concern them. So for him lying, I will let that go. However, his sister, the doctors told his sister, Deidre Dixon, if we don't go into his head right now, we're going to lose him. After his surgery, his sister said, we didn't find where it was coming from, but he's having a stroke. He may be able to make a full recovery, but it's going to be the worst year of his life. All right. But can we roll back to that Diddy comment? You didn't say for any free calls? Okay, fine. Nobody said your name, so fine. Jamie Foxx, when he was on his radio show, he always talked about, like, the freakiness. He said he wasn't with it. But we didn't ask you.
Should we take the mic? Are we getting real coverage of the trial from her, who's seeming to make some leeway in the game? 560K followers and subscribers, and she's right there in front of the courthouse giving updates all the time. She's putting video up. Should we take her serious, or should we let it be what it is and ignore her. Look, live from the courthouse.
It's here. Wayfair's big Memorial Day clearance is on right now through May 27th.
Kid Cudi is expected to testify. Let's see how much his testimony will enhance Cassie's testimony, which will enhance the mom's testimony. Now, one of the most disturbing, shocking things is, did Diddy admit defeat? Diddy has hired a former Department of Justice expert because he is now moving to protect his assets. You guys, Diddy seems like he thinks that it is over. Diddy seems like he thinks that he will be found guilty. Why is that? Because if you guys don't know, Diddy is in federal foreclosure. What does that mean? The government has basically temporarily put a hold on all your assets. Basically saying we anticipate for you to be guilty, and when you are found guilty, we are going to take everything you own. The cars, the money. Now get this, right? Diddy has about 50 million in cash assets. Liquid assets are different than other assets, okay? He has about 400 millions in art, cars, real estate, those houses. However, he only has 50 million legal assets. He is burning through money. That is why he made the Diddy meme coin, because he needs more cash assets. But there is a $400 million asset kingdom that he can liquidate and be sold. The government plans to liquidate that, and that could be used to make his victims whole. Oddly enough, Cassie could actually get more money. All the victims actually could. But on top of that, so what is Diddy doing? He's hiring a Department of Justice expert that is an expert in forfeiture law because he wants some of his assets released. He is thinking that if he is found guilty, he wants to make sure that he leaves enough either for himself, if he ever sets the light of day, or leaves something for his children. Now listen, this is a smart legal move to do. However, we cannot forget, it's also showing that Diddy is not so confident he is going to win. And he is finally waking up and making moves any way he can to make sure that there is something of his kingdom left. Now, will that work? What is this? I tried new gel today, guys. Okay, sorry. Miss Gina, what's up? Thank you so much for the super chat. Also, we are live on the line. If you guys are looking for line sitters, what's your name?
John?
Yes? So, John, remember that face. He is a line sitter. He will hold, if you pay him $150, he's out here every day. He will get you.
Special deal.
It's a special deal.
People, maybe you get it.
A few people, but if you guys are looking.
Let's stop the nonsense. What we doing in the trap? You heard me?
Out in the wild, anything can happen. Someone dangerous. That's why we made this, the hiking safety tool. Strong enough to...
As a freak-off. The term freak-off is described as an event where powerful individuals in the entertainment world would engage in acts of exploitation. And this lawsuit is bringing those dark rumors into the public eye. The case implicates Combs directly, and the events surrounding it delve into a world where power, influence, and money seem to create an atmosphere ripe for abuse. This lawsuit, filed in a Florida federal court, is only the beginning of what may be a much larger unraveling of power dynamics in the entertainment industry. As if the allegations themselves weren't startling enough, the case has already begun to pull in some of the most recognizable names in the entertainment industry. Celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Gloria Estefan, and LeBron James have been named as witnesses in this case, raising eyebrows and causing many to wonder how deeply these high-profile figures may be connected to the unfolding scandal. The lawsuit presents a stark contrast between the public personas of these stars, whose careers are built on the perception of wealth, success, and glamour, and the dark undercurrents of abuse and manipulation that are being alleged behind closed doors. The lawsuit and its damning narrative. At the heart of the lawsuit is a horrific and troubling account from Joseph Manzaro, who claims that he was drugged, kidnapped, and subjected to sexual exploitation by Sean Combs and others during the aforementioned freak-off event. This isn't merely a legal complaint filled with accusations. It is a deeply unsettling narrative that paints a picture of how power dynamics within the entertainment world can lead to real harm for individuals who are lured into dangerous situations under the guise of privilege, fame, and opportunity. Manzaro's lawsuit doesn't just allege these crimes in vague terms. It presents a series of chilling details that paint Combs and his associates as perpetrators in a system of control, intimidation, and exploitation. According to the plaintiff, he was coerced into engaging in commercial sex acts with various individuals under duress, and this abuse was facilitated by members of the Combs enterprise, who are alleged to have used their influence, money, and connections to keep the victims under their control. Furthermore, the lawsuit claims that Combs and others offered the victims monetary compensation, career opportunities, and housing expenses as a means of luring them into a system that would ultimately exploit them. As the case progresses, it remains to be seen how these allegations will affect the public's perception of Combs and other high-profile figures involved in the entertainment industry. The narrative presented in the lawsuit forces the public to grapple with some uncomfortable questions. How much of the image we have of these celebrities is a carefully curated construct, and how much of it is built on secrets, manipulation, and a willingness to exploit others for personal gain?
The truth of the matter is, this whole shit is really the party after the after party that boils down to there's a invitation for you to come to Diddy's party. And then after the real first party, there's another party filled with drugs, orgies, with famous high-end, high-class 1%ers or a little lower than 1%ers, usually Hollywood, big business reps. They can freak out and freak on as much as they want under drugs, alcohol, or whatever in a big-ass orgy. Then there's a party, which is the third party, which is back to Diddy's hotel room with his private little group, where it might be somebody invited over to have sex or perform performances with him and Cassidy. Then after that is a party, the fourth party with him and just Cassidy. There's layers to it. That is what it is. That is, in a nutshell, the sexual aspect. And from what I understand, Puffy has erectile dysfunction, so he stimulates himself overly, kind of like performs, role plays while he utilizes his girlfriend, because she's never been his wife, Cassie, and she selects these people that come over. And she's been trained to do this. Sad part about it is that that's one aspect, but the abuse is a power and control dynamic. All the big pictures is that, yes, there's domestic violence. Yes, Diddy is a monster in all sorts of ways. It's proven from all the people in his record company under Bad Boy label who have been out here disappearing, not getting paid appropriately, all the bodyguards, and the people who can talk without feeling fear can state that this is reckless behavior. All the dynamics that the police and the feds have shown lead up to what's considered to be racketeering and all the rest of the charges that are against him to get him to this point of being in a state of fight or flight. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to read between the lines and get to the solution. But then again, we in society have so many ways of layering. We live in denial. We overlook, from pastors to politicians to teachers to all kinds of people who are in positions of leadership, even family members, uncles, fathers, even women, grandmas, aunts, nieces, and all of these people who, there's some that are monsters and they're deviant in their behavior. Don't trust them behind closed doors. And definitely don't become involved in their wicked ways, because they will betray your ass as well, especially with the violation. Sick human beings, man. And when you are as powerful and nobody's telling you no, you damn near can do anything. So, anyways, let me get up off of here, man. It's a trap god. KOD Testimony.